Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Forge. I'm DML, and today we're going to be talking about and introducing the final rendition of Apeiron Sirupate. Now, this is a big, beefy blade. Big, beefy, heavy use blade. But it's got some really nice, some really elegant touches to it. Alright, we're going to investigate that soon. But first, we'll start on the outside. Very simple scabbard. No accessories, kept it really bum basic, because when you're talking a blade this big, I know that a lot of you want to carry your own folding knives and stuff like that, or saws, or whatever it is that you want to carry, multi-tools, to accompany this. But, that being said, this is a multi-tool in itself, but we'll get to that. Very simple scabbard. It is ambidextrous, meaning that I can slide the frog off, flip the scabbard around, put it back in the frog, and it'll change from left to right or right to left-handed. Cool? Right. Scabbard out of the way. Let's go into the blade. This is where the real beauty is. And here it is here. Alright? Beautiful, full of work. Beautiful cross-section on this as well. We'll get to that because that's one of the biggest features of this blade that I think people are going to appreciate. The handle is super comfortable. So I reckon let's start there. Let's start with the handle. We'll work our way up. So in this case, the handle is a full tang design, full encapsulated tang. What that means is that a lot of people want a full exposed tang because if the handle breaks, they can wrap it up and keep using the blade. With this, it's exactly the same. It's only a partial encapsulated tang, but if this handle breaks, you can still wrap this and still use it. But it's lighter. But the handle is lighter, which is really good. Pinned in two places, lanyard hole, and I left a little bit of the tang exposed towards the end so that you can use it as a crushing pommel, glass breaker, whatever. Okay, and it's also to show people that it is a strong tang. Coming up through the handle, you have a copper spacer prior to the solid steel guard. Then you have your finger choil. Now again, a lot of people go, such a long blade, why do you want that? One, it frees up more handle, so you can have a double-handed strike. It also moves your hand further up towards the balance point, which is about here. And that way, if you're carving with it, doing feather sticks and stuff, if this is all you've got, you can do that without fatiguing too quickly, okay? It does have my double spiral and runes here, and it's got Kukri Handicrafts hot stamp there. Now, the really cool thing about this is that the top of the bevel, as we're moving up the blade here, the top of the bevel here is thicker than the spine by about 0.5 millimeter to 1 millimeter. The reason is so that when you're actually chopping through something, the blade's only going to bind with the wood to the top of the bevel. And then after that, there's nothing stopping it from going through. But all of this spine and fuller and everything is still here, creating an I-beam effect, supporting the blade. And that's really cool. So essentially it slices like a thinner blade, but it still has the broadness of a large blade. Once you use one of these, you'll understand what I'm talking about. It's really, really, really cool. And I'll be doing testing videos to show this soon. So you've got a beautiful fuller all the way up the length of the blade. You've got a stepped spine. So the spine is, what's that, about 6 mil thick, 5 mil thick, till it hits this point, and then it actually becomes even thinner as it comes out there. You can sort of see it in the profile. Talking about the this particular view here, you can see the distal taper to the tip is very, very, very fine. The reason behind that is because all your heavy chopping is going to be done back here. Alright? This is for your machete work. Or if you're going to be using it for martial arts purposes, that's your super slicey stabby bit. Okay? For your thrusting, and yeah, let's not get too much into that because that's not why I design these things. Anyway, so that's what that's all for. It's got a very fine edge on it, but when Barun did his testing, he put it through buffalo horn, wood, paper and nails. Not nails, paper and a bottle chop, I believe he did. But the fact that it hit the buffalo horn and it was fine is good enough for me. I will be testing this on hardwoods and stuff. I'll be doing my standard testing of this. And if it doesn't hold up, I'll reprofile mine to handle the Australian hardwoods. But for the majority of people around the place, I think the edge geometry on this is perfectly fine. Now, handle again is super comfortable. If I show you the handle there, you can see it's got a very nice palm swell, very beautiful contouring, and it just sits in your hand really, really well, and it just rocks them back and forth really well. It does balance on its edge as well, which is fantastic. And it is a 14-inch blade, this one, but I am going to allow customization in the website once I pull my finger out and get the website done. And it'll basically start at 12 inches and go up to about 15, 16 inches. And then if you want anything bigger or smaller than that, it'll be a custom job. That's why I'm leaving these Kukri, all the Kukri in my lineup, as pre-orders. Because if you want to customize size and stuff, it gives you the opportunity to do that. Whereas things like the Tomahawk, like World Walker, I'll be keeping stock. Handy for that, because they won't be customizable. Cool. All right, so this is a Apeiron Sirupate. I'll just hold it there and give you a little look-see up and down the blade. And the spine. And the handle. And this is already available for pre-order. $200 US plus shipping for this one. Thanks for your attention, everybody. I look forward to seeing you again for the next one once it arrives, which is the final iteration of World Walker. Thanks, everyone.